Fucking producing my beats by me.
Drip so sick, I need disinfect. King shit, I don't fuck with no peasants. I'm trying to flood out my wrist spaghetti. Young nigga got soul like your mama's spaghetti. We got a new reaction video we got going today, and I'ma probably start changing this channel and converting it over to more of a reaction discussion panel type channel. So y'all definitely be looking for that. Salute to all my brothers out here, man. Hope y'all continuing to get this education and continuing to just look for different ways to become the best version of yourself. You feel me? That's pretty much what all this shit about, man. You know, just trying to reach that king level, man, that alpha king level, bro. So today we're gonna be reacting to a video from Kevin Samuels. So this one is titled "With 4 kids, 4 baby daddies, now wants high value husband at 44 years old." So you feel me? Kevin Samuels is a content creator on YouTube in this manosphere space that he runs a show where he has a lot of call-ins and a lot of women call into his show, and they give in, they try to get some type of critique, or they either have a disagreement with him and they kind of go back and forth and try to get some type of understanding. And a lot of people do call in to get advice on how to get a high value husband. A lot of women say that they don't want a guy, you know, that's not wealthy, or at least has the capacity to provide, which is, I don't have a problem with that, and I think that that's more of a survival instinct. You might have a lot of guys be like, "Oh man, these bitches ain't shit, man. They just want you for your paper and shit like that." Woo woo woo. On the nature aspect, I see why, because it's about survival and survival for the offspring. Women are wired to, you know, survive and reproduce too. So let's get it. We're gonna catch this video and make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Let's get it.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, Kevin. How are you?
Good. What do you got for me?
So listen, this is my first time coming on. This is my third time viewing you, and I really want to come on and hang with you because you remind me so much of my brothers. I'm the youngest of 7 boys.
Okay.
And you give us, you know.
Kevin do kind of remind me of like an uncle or something like that. You feel me? Like from just how he be talking. Maybe like an uncle or a principal or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
The raw shit. So I was like, oh, I got to talk to you.
Okay, so what do you got for me on the topic?
So on the topic, I am trying to. I'm trying to get some advice, some big brother advice. Okay, Kevin?
Okay.
Kevin said okay.
But so you gotta get to it though.
Right.
This is dead.
I know it. So I am single mom of 4.
Okay. How many? 4?
Yep, 4.
Okay.
I am seasoned a little bit, but I'm not discouraged. Okay.
Seasoned. She said she's seasoned. This is one of the things that men are repulsed by. Seasoned women don't, on a subconscious level, seasoned women to men aren't a good bet for paternity. On a subconscious level, a man that sees a woman that's a thought, or that gets around or has 4 children by 4 different baby daddies like she does. On a subconscious level, and also a conscious level too, they ain't gonna fuck with that chick because it's basically come down to that woman is not a good bet for paternity. In many different ways. We ain't gonna really get into that though. But I want y'all to understand that man, some people don't want to live with the decisions that they make in life. Some people feel like other people should take accountability for the mistakes that they made themselves, or other people should be a safety net for them. And I'm telling you, if you a chick that got 4 kids by 4 different dudes, and now you want a husband that has money, I'm telling you right now, if that was your son, and if that was your son, and he came home and said, hey, I got a chick with 4 kids and 4 baby daddies that I want to marry, y'all would not fucking say, yeah, go ahead and do it. You wouldn't do it. So this kind of shows some type of solipsism and some type of selfishness and entitlement, self-centeredness from this woman. Because, I mean, if you have a husband, he should be the guy that you think deserves the best in life. And if you think that that's the best he can do, you probably don't love that guy, and you're probably just getting into the situation for a necessities type standpoint. You feel me? But let's continue. I ain't mean to ramble that long.
What is the question, woman?
Oh shit, we got ads and shit.
Change your shampoo right now if you don't want this to happen. It has the same ingredients as dish soap.
All right, come on.
I'm sorry.
What's the question?
So, I'm trying to figure out what I need to be focusing on and looking for in relationships.
I don't know. What outcome do you want?
I want happiness.
You want to be married?
Absolutely. I've never been
Okay,
married.
hold on. Let's just answer these questions. You're a mother of 4, and how many different fathers?
4.
Holy shit! How many times have you been married?
None.
That ain't gonna work.
I've been proposed to 3 times. But
That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I never accepted.
No. What I'm saying is not gonna work. There's no marriage to a woman who has 4 kids by 4 different men who's never been married. What guy wants to follow that?
So your answer is I'm done.
Why do you see, look, man, he said something that was factual, and that's pretty much more likely to be the thought process of any human being on this planet, let alone just, you know what I'm saying, a guy that she, you know what I'm saying. So the thought process should be that, but you can kind of see the cognitive dissonance where when you can ask a person something and clearly you know that they know the answer, but they'll either try to sidestep it or they completely block reality out, like as an option in their brain to really think about the situation. They completely block out the truth in order to fit the narrative that they want to push in order to convince themselves more likely than convince others.
As far as marriage, in all likelihood, yeah. I mean, how old are you?
44.
44. First off, man, let's take you out of it. Let's say you have a brother, right?
Right? 7 of them.
And your brother comes up and says, hey sis, I'm gonna marry this woman with 4 kids by 4 different men. She ain't never been married. What you gonna tell him? Yeah, man, lock that deal down.
Oh God, it's not gonna be funny.
Are you asking? Can I respond?
Yeah, what you gonna tell him? You gonna tell him a lot?
So, well, you know.
What are you gonna tell him?
Of course, I'm gonna have my own personal experience in it. So, of course, I'm gonna tell him, okay, yeah, absolutely.
You gonna tell him?
What? Now that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That was a pure example of cognitive dissonance. I think this is probably a clear-cut video to explain cognitive dissonance to people. This is a damn good example. So this is clearly an answer where you'd be like, nah, that's not something I would recommend, right? Anyone would say that. And they should say that. But they will block certain things out that are the truth because it goes against the narrative and it goes against the point that they're trying to prove. And I almost feel sad for people like that. Because it's something that they can't control sometimes. Like, you feel me? Some people can't control that type of behavior. And you usually see it a lot of times in narcissistic people. You see it pretty commonly in narcissists. Like, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you love your brother so much you would tell him to marry a woman with 4 kids by 4 different men. They ain't never been married to either one of them. That ain't love. Ma'am, that ain't love.
I mean, there's a history. I mean, it depends on the history.
That ain't love. That ain't okay, ma'am. Listen, this is where you women go wrong because you're too into it. Do you have any sons?
I do, 2 sons.
So two of your 2 sons come back and both of them say, "Hey, mom, I found a woman with 4 kids from 4 different men. I'm gonna marry her." You're gonna say, "Go ahead, son. Let's go ahead and plan that up."
Probably not.
Exactly.
So damn, so that means she don't like her brother. She don't like her brother. Hey, you see that shit? That's crazy. But you gotta understand though, like, I don't think, and that is also proof that black men aren't humans once they get past a certain age. Black men aren't seen as humans in some people. Not all people. I ain't gonna say all people look at it like that, but a lot of women don't see men as humans once they get past, I'll say maybe 13, 14. And we kind of see that because as a boy, like when you grow up, you ever notice how you get so much love, like from all the women and all the girls, and everybody just give you so much love and nurturing, and you know what I'm saying? Once you reach a certain age, it's almost non-existent. It's like you just another nigga once you reach 14, 15. You just another nigga. And this kind of shows that where it was like, okay, well, if my brother came to me and said X, Y, and Z, you know, I don't really care that much. But, oh, my kids, my babies, oh, hell no. You see what I'm saying? And just, it's crazy, bro. This is a damn good video, though. This is crazy.
Exactly.
I'll be honest, probably not.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly, because the men you're talking about are somebody's sons. I mean, here's the thing. If you didn't need to be married to have babies, you don't need to be married. You don't need to be married now. That's really how men think about it.
Okay, so take marriage out of it, Kevin. So, I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm not one of those people that are like, I want this, that, and the third. I got my own bag. I'm an accountant. All right. I want someone that I can be, because no one deserves to die alone.
Well, I get it, ma'am. I get it. Well, how old is your youngest child?
My youngest is 11. He'll be 12.
All right, ma'am. But still, you got to understand that you're deciding to come to these things at beyond middle age.
They have thrown me on the bus with the force.
So they have this thing what they call the epiphany phase, which is usually between, for women like age 27 to 35, where security becomes a priority, marriage becomes a priority, kids become a priority, family becomes more of a priority. Not for all, but for a lot. And people say that there are some biological factors that influence that. So that's just something for y'all to think about or whatever. But this woman is way past that part or whatever. And the first thing she came out with was, in defense of it, was, hey, I got my own bag. I'm an accountant. I'm telling y'all that when you see a certain behavior and then a certain outcome, and then you see that same thing duplicated in multiple people the same way, and you see the same result, you have to connect the dots. And once you connect the dots, it's safe to assume and act accordingly. Once you see a person with this behavior set and these outcomes, it's safe to assume that that thing just ain't working. It ain't working, and you can see the results. And we live in a time where we're in the information age. A lot of people can share their story. A lot of people can talk about their circumstances, and you can put 2 and 2 together and kind of predict the outcome, or depict why a person has had an outcome based on just talking to them and sifting through their mindset, picking their brain for a little bit. You can kind of peep what they're about.
You are, unless you're going to live to be 100, you are beyond middle age.
Okay, so it's done for me. I should just go and die.
You need to. Okay. You want me to tell you what you want to hear, or you want me to tell you what I think? Well, then listen.
Okay.
You came to these decisions to where now it seems to now be a priority.
Right.
Because at 44 with 4 kids, you were just out here doing what you wanted to do. You said you got a bag, okay. But now you don't want to die alone. All right, but then here's the thing. I hear you. But there's a man out there who's going to have to attach himself to you. And what is he going to get?
Can I answer?
Yes.
Okay. So when he attaches himself to me, he's going to get an awesome individual. He's going to get a down-to-earth individual, someone that has a grasp on life and what they want. Okay. So
That might have been a Freudian slip right there. But y'all just kind of see it's more of an ideological type things that she's talking about that can't be proven. A lot of them can't be proven or can't be either touched or just can't be measured appropriately. And you got to watch out for people like that because they do that in order to keep from having to invest as much as the other people are. And whether they realize it or not, conscious or subconscious, that's what they're doing. So you got to kind of peep game on that.
someone that can provide, someone that knows how to cook, someone that knows how to take care of the household. That's what he's going to get. Somebody's going to.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you some other questions. Okay.
Okay.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size.
I'm gonna slap you, Kevin. I done gained a little weight on quarantine. So I'm probably like a 14 now. So I'm 5'9", 230.
All right. 5'9", 2.
That's crazy now. Oh my God, bro. How can you you can't have possibly a good expectation for what black men are. If you think that you can come any kind of way and get a high value man, you could probably get a man. He probably won't be pretty high on the value scale, but if you don't want to die alone or whatever, given the circumstances and the baggage you come with, it's almost selfish to have standards like that. Being that you just come with a lot of baggage, and it really don't even matter if you got the money or not. You just come with a hell of a lot of baggage. And then you've had 4 kids by 4 different men that you're in rebellion to. You're in rebellion to all 4 of them dudes. They didn't have to marry you. Why does the new guy have to marry you? See what I'm saying? I got to think about shit like that.
230 pounds. 4 kids. Listen, 5'9", 44 years old. 5'9", 230 pounds, size 14, with 4 children by 4 different men. And everything that you said you were going to provide for a man is you're going to get an awesome individual who has a grasp of something or other, who knows how to clean a house and knows how to cook. Ma'am, he can get that in a 25 or 30-year-old with no children and a dress size 6.
So what you saying,
ladies, this is where I'm. Listen. Do you understand what I just said? What you're bringing to the table. Okay, you're an accountant, right?
I just want you to give me advice on me.
Okay. Well.
The disrespect, bro. More of a passive, low-level shit test disrespect. The man is talking, and you called and asked for his advice, and you telling him what you want to hear from him. And you obviously called maybe because you know that he's prestige and he has a name for himself. He has status, and a lot of people know him for speaking real shit. So he know what the fuck he talking about. I don't see why anyone would cut him off or not listen to him. Especially if you call voluntarily and ask for his info. If you didn't like him, then I can understand. But he called and asked for his input.
I understand. I give it. Listen. I give general advice on this show because if you need specific advice, use up some of that bag and book a session. I don't just give free specialized advice out. You give it to the person.
That's what I need to do.
So here's the thing. Yeah, but in general, man, I'm speaking to you in some terms that accountants can understand. Assets and liabilities. Your assets need to outweigh your liabilities for someone to want to take that deal. And the things I've asked you about assets were very vague, but your liabilities are very real.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. Hopefully that helped.